gram. Life of the party, yeah, when you're twerking with your friends. I don't know what to call us, but we just keep it how it is.
I ain't with the kid, shit, don't get it twisted.
I don't tell them shit. On God, yo, I'm innocent. Tell me what is real or irrelevant. Maybe I'm just looking for the evidence. Yeah,
I ain't with the kid, shit, don't get it twisted.
Don't tell them shit. On God, yo, I'm innocent. Tell me what is real or irrelevant. Maybe I'm just looking for the evidence. Hey, I don't wanna wait, bitch, you better not flake. I ain't ate today. We hit steak and shake. You want something, man? I like rowdy chicks, about it, bitch. Who could do the classy shit, still soccer trick. I be with the shit, like a garbage man, with your trashy ass. Wanna have my babies, only love me cause my hair's so rad. Yeah, you do your job, yeah, I love the way you working that. Dancing in some Birkenstocks, a brick to a Birkin back to extra swag. After you back it up and stop, drop it luxurious and give me what you got. I got what I wanted when I focused on the guap, and nobody ever screw me. R.I.P. to Michael Watts. Don't call Peter neither. Kill it, I'm a dog on you. Been your lead pack, Lily Frog on you. You so special that I had to make a song for you. And she just wanted me to say she's sick of all of you. Okay. Shawty bad. Like all the photos when I be surfing on the gram. Life of the party, yeah, when you're twerking with your friends. I don't know what to call us, but we just keep it how it is.
I ain't with the kid, shit, don't get it twisted.
I don't tell them shit. On God, yo, I'm innocent. Tell me what is real or irrelevant. Maybe I'm just looking for the evidence. Yeah,
I ain't with the kid, shit, don't get it twisted.
Don't tell them shit. On God, yo, I'm innocent. Tell me what is real or irrelevant. Maybe I'm just looking for the evidence. Hey.
Look, I be partaking in parlaying, but I'm never staying. The only memory I leave behind is the knocking fragrance. My girls don't get mad, my path is previously communicated. This is not a dramatic tale, there's no need for the fumigate. You trying to air me out like a cumulonimbus.
What's good, guy? What's good? We're on episode 25. You know what's up.
Yeah.
It's
been a minute since we've been on here, man. It's been a
major
minute.
facts.
Yeah.
People been waiting. You know what I'm saying? It's been about a good 3 weeks.
Streets been
Oh, my
asking us.
goodness.
Streets
is
watching. The streets been wondering. Streets been wondering where we at. Like, yo,
We
what's
missed
good with
it.
that new work?
Right.
That new heat.
Facts.
Like, all right, it's
You know what I'm
coming.
saying?
You know,
Got your boy JM, your girl
course.
DJ, and
Yeah,
your boy
yeah.
JT in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest on Big Episode 25.
Yeah.
We had to bring in none other than my boy C Minor. No, I'm just playing C
Yeah,
Minor.
C minor. Yeah, it's real. There's nothing minor about him.
It's C major.
Hey, tell him,
Hey.
let him know what it is.
Hey.
It's C minor. It's C minor.
Nah.
I'm rocking
They gonna
with
put some
shorty
big
that-
Draco respect on your name.
Hey, you got some hits that's in C Minor,
You
though.
feel me? I fuck
mean-
with the minor key more than I
Hey,
fuck with the major
hey.
key, to be honest. You feel
Hey,
me? But it's
that's
all
facts.
good.
That's
It's all
facts.
good.
You know what I'm saying? But we got a big episode. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys stay tuned for the rest of this episode because we finna get lit and we finna get.
Are we
ready,
getting
man.
lit?
We finna get lit.
Are we gonna get lit?
Bottles on water.
Oh, I'm about to say,
Waters on
wait.
bottles.
That was
Same
it.
I was
thing.
about to say, like, okay.
Yeah, I didn't get the memo.
I mean, I'm ready to go whenever, but I don't
you're
have
not ready.
anything.
You're not ready to
Got the
go.
Malibu in the
I'm ready.
fridge.
So I'm ready to go.
You're not.
Trust me, I'm ready.
No,
I'm ready.
no, you're
Okay,
not.
before we get to y'all arguing, can we get to know a guest first?
Yes.
She trying.
Yes, I'm very.
White Station's finest.
Yes,
White
White
Station.
Station.
Let's let it know. Rep your hood.
Spartans, let's go.
Get it. Let's get
I've
it.
never said that confidently ever in my life.
Listen, man.
Hey, y'all got a nice gym though. I've been to
We
Sunday.
We hooped in there once
Yeah,
before.
we
Nice
did
ass
hoop in there
school,
before.
like for real.
Yeah.
It's a really dope school. Like,
Yes.
It's real nice.
I fuck with it.
It's like bourgeois. You got to be like on.
It's
some-
bourgeois, but it's still like some hood in there too. Like
Yeah.
my first year there, like all the kids from Orange Mound, like they was supposed to be going to Melrose, was getting bused there. So we was big as fuck. Like it was like 300 plus kids that was like
Dang.
all
Yeah.
from the mound.
Didn't you have to like? Oh, no, there was Overton. I was like audition for it. But
Nah,
did you?
Overton you did.
Yeah,
I
okay.
wanted to go to Overton, but then I didn't
You had
pass
to
the
audition for Overton.
It's like
Yeah.
an art school. So
It's a performing arts high school.
Yeah.
So you had to like do a skit, play the piano,
Yeah, all that type
sing.
Yeah.
along with grades.
Oh, okay. That's
So
what's
White
up.
Station is a prestigious public school in Memphis.
Yeah, White Station is lit like academically and
Okay.
like on some sports shit too.
Right.
Okay.
They-
That's what's
they
up.
very
Somebody
lit.
just got shot over there tonight too.
Yeah.
You know?
Dang.
Yeah.
Same,
I mean,
the same
that's
shit
White
happens.
Station.
The same shit
Mhm.
happens at every school. It's
Yeah.
just-
Yeah. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna let you tell us about you. You know what I'm saying? Let
Yeah.
you
Who
give
is
us
C
insight.
Major?
Yeah, want to know who C Major is. You know what I'm saying? Promote yourself as well, and then we're gonna ask you questions. You know that we all came up with. We're gonna
For sure.
ask you. We're gonna let you give us some great answers.
Yeah,
all right?
for sure.
Bet.
Well, I'll start off. Man, C Major really like came to pass like a long time ago. Like I've been producing for damn near like 15 years now, bro. Like I look like a little kid. Now y'all niggas,
How old are you?
y'all
12?
niggas can't see me. Like but I look like a little
Bruh,
kid.
I
thought you were a
first
high
met this
schooler.
dude, bro. I was like,
Who this high
Bruh.
schooler?
Yeah.
but when I first met, I was like, "How old are you?" Like,
Yeah.
he told me his age. I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, you lying,
You got a little
bruh."
peach. You got a little peach fuzz.
My
It's coming
beard
in. It's coming in, my
finally,
guy.
You feel me?
Give
Maybe
it 2
when I
more
get
years.
30. Maybe when I
2 more
hit 30.
years.
gonna
Maybe
be
when I
full-
hit 30.
It's
You
gonna
feel
be
It's gonna
me?
in
be full
there.
Rick
You know what I'm
Ross.
saying?
Watch.
I ain't say all that.
My nigga said, nah, bro. Nah,
He'll
bro.
get here. He'll get here. He'll get here.
Nah, man.
Nah, I'm
yeah.
just-
It's gonna take time.
Yeah, man. Been doing this shit for a long ass time. But I'll say this, like, nothing has changed more than for me than the last 2 years have. I've been with this team called Unapologetic. It's a crazy group of people who are seriously dedicated to their craft, and that shit just really inspired me like every day. So these last 2 years rolling with them, I done some crazy shit, like more shit than I've ever done in the first like 13, you know what I'm saying, years of my production and shit like that. But a brief little history of who I am, man. I grew up here in Memphis, grew up in Frazier. Spent my summers in Westwood, man. Shout out Westwood, Sundown Lane. Stayed in Westwood, stayed right down the street from Evie McKinney, homegirl. She just won the 4, signed with Diddy and shit like that. Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had her on our show.
yeah.
yeah,
She's on
yeah,
the show.
super lit, man. I fuck with her.
Well, not
So,
this show, Fox 13.
Yeah,
Fox
yeah,
13
she's
type
cool.
shit.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
type shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But
We
yeah.
tried to get her here. She didn't answer our email.
So if you know her, go on,
Look,
hook
she don't
us
answer,
up.
she don't answer my emails no more. She out of here. She out of here.
She knew.
Lit. Yeah, she was. Nah, she cool. She cool people. She real cool people. But nah, yeah. So grew up in Memphis. Loved the city. Like really had like a sense of like civic pride very early. But I think like around the time I was about to graduate high school, which is 09, which will let you guys know a little bit how old I am.
Yes,
you feel
come
me?
on,
Okay.
About 27?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
27?
27.
This is the
finna
year of the
28.
eight.
You feel me? Finna be
This is
20.
this is the year of the
You
8.
dig?
Yes.
Jonathan.
Yes.
You dig?
The year of the 8. The year of the 8.
So once again, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
The Charger, we here. We
Yeah,
here.
I told you, I got you.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Y'all done or no?
But yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, graduating in Memphis in 09 and wanting to be a music producer, or any type of music, whatever, artist, whatever. It just didn't seem possible here. Like we got history here from like Stacks and shit like that, and we got like OGs. We had some like rap. You know, we got 3 6 Mafia. Them niggas, you know, won Oscars and
Yo
shit like
Gotti,
that. Man, Gotti, Drummer Boy, like all of these people. But I think the commonality in all of those people, aside from the Stack shit that was here, which was years ago, my greatest examples weren't here anymore. Like they weren't in Memphis. Like all them folks live in LA, Atlanta, or you know, wherever else. So when I graduated in 09, like I really thought like, all right, I'm gonna go to college, you know, so I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna move. Like I'm gonna go to Atlanta and, you know, shoot my shot down there. I'm gonna go to Dallas or wherever, shoot my shot down there and see what I can get into. And really like the only reason it kept me from doing that, the only thing that kept me from doing that was one, I ain't get no scholarships nowhere else. My grades was fucking trash. And I couldn't hoop, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm super honest. And I was in band, but I didn't want to continue band. So I could have did band and went somewhere else. But I didn't want to continue to do band. That shit was kind of whack to me.
What'd you play?
I was in the drum line, so I played like
okay.
percussion, snare, whatever,
Okay.
shit like that. But I just didn't want to keep doing it. And so, and then plus, like, to stay in Memphis, they was going to give me, like, a fat-ass refund check because they were trying to keep all their kids here and shit like that. And so I ended up going to Memphis, still doing, like, my music shit during college and shit like that, but, like, really low-key with it. I wasn't, like, networking my shit because it wasn't as, to me, it wasn't a scene here to really be broadcasting anyway. I feel like I was like super set on like I'm gonna finish college, get my degree, you know, show my mom that I got a degree and shit, and then I'm gonna move. And I get done, like I go through a whole college experience. That shit was crazy. Like a whole bunch of shit happened. Took me like 6 years to graduate type shit. Like it was crazy. And I get done with college, and it's like that's the big. It's like all right, only thing next is to take that big jump. You know what I'm saying? Let's move. Let's pack my shit, pack my shit up and move. But the only thing that kept me from it was fear. Like I was scared as fuck. Like I had heard like the stories of, you know what I'm saying, my homies moving to Atlanta, homeless, you know what I'm saying, sleeping in their car type shit. And I just like, I'm not ready for that. Like I was still, at the time I was staying with my parents. I had only like moved out I had an apartment for like a year type shit. And then I was back with my parents. So I was very like, you know, kind of sheltered and kind of like spoiled, you know what I mean? So I was like, bro, I ain't ready to be sleeping in my car and shit like that. So I stayed here and just kept, you know, cranking out beats in my bedroom and shit, playing them hoes to my homies. They fuck with them, and that was all. You know, I was cool with that. And like I said, like did that shit for a minute. Various groups here in Memphis, you know, shout out to all the people that I, you know, crossed paths with before I got to Unapologetic. But various things came about in Memphis that just didn't work out for me or didn't land me where I wanted to be. And then I ended up linking up with my crew now, Unapologetic. And that changed everything. That not only, you know what I'm saying, changed me, but it showed me like a different side of Memphis. Like Memphis is lit as hell right now. Like I don't even know if y'all niggas know like the shit that's going on like in the industry. Like rap is the most consumed music on the planet right now. Like rap is the number one most consumed music. And that shit sounds like Memphis. Like all of that shit is based from Memphis. Like all that Atlanta shit is Memphis shit. That LA shit that they doing, like that's Memphis shit. Like that's our shit. That's Memphis niggas doing that shit in Atlanta and LA. Like all their producers is from Memphis, or all their producers look up to our, you know, Memphis producers and shit like that. Not only that, you know what I'm saying, you got niggas like Tay Keith, Block Boy, like all that type of shit. Like we're really lit right now, outside of the city and inside of the city. Like fucking with Unapologetic just like put me in these positions in these places to really see like, bro, this niggas in the city just not on some 3-6 shit. This on some like real lyrical shit. It's some niggas like a weirdo from Memphis who fucking weird as hell. Like wear bunny ears all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some crazy people here. Cities of Eve. I don't know if y'all know. Like it's some crazy niggas here. Like, and being in that circle just showed me like, damn, I'm hella glad I didn't leave. Like I can say like I can be, you know, when I look back on my story, and I can be like one of them niggas. Like everybody in my camp, aside from me and Alpham, either aren't from here or left and got that taste and then came back here. So me and Alpham are the only two niggas that I think can really be like, all right, we stuck it out here. You know, regardless of, you know, it really I wanted to leave, but I just didn't. You know what I mean? But I still can say like, you know what I'm saying, I stuck it out here. You know, I'm living out my dreams, and I'm bringing that shit back here, and not taking that shit to Atlanta, not taking my swag to LA, because they biting the shit out of ours, and I'm sick of it, bro. Like I'm tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my backstory, man. That's how I got to where I am now. So,
Okay.
I like that. How many people is in Unapologetic? How many of y'all is it?
Shit. Overall, I don't even know. Let me count them out. Keita,
Okay.
Cam, Mad, me.
Okay. Look at you.
Got a whole roster.
Yeah,
Right.
we got a big roster. It's not just artists, so it's about 12 of us.
Okay. And everybody, like, they rap, produce.
So we got some of everything. So we have 3 producers, me, I make mad beats, and then Kid Maestro. We have 5 artists, Cameron Bethany. There's an amazing singer. I don't know if y'all heard that nigga's crazy. He can sing. He can sing you in and out of some situations. Niggas ridiculous. That nigga's ridiculous. That's all I'm gonna say. Like his niggas ridiculous.
Okay.
Cameron Bethany, Pro, Aaron James, who's a folk, indie folk singer, guitarist, artist. It's amazing in his own right.
Y'all well rounded.
Right.
Very well rounded. Then I make mad beats, and Kid Maestro are also artists too. They do instrumental work and shit like that. And then
I make mad beats dope though.
I make
Yeah,
mad
I
beats
saw
is
some
a
of his stuff
fucking
too on
genius, bro.
Instagram.
He's a fucking visionary. He's on some mayor type shit. Like that nigga's he's out of here. He's way more than a musician, man. That's our leader. That's our CEO. We really like he's like the model. You know what I'm saying? He's where we're trying to be, where we are trying to be. Man. He's crazy.
I saw he recently he was the one who put up about them changing the street name.
Yeah, Main Street.
Yeah, I saw that.
Joke. That was a joke.
The
like
petition.
The night he put that petition out, I was in the studio. We got 2 studios in our studio. It's Studio A and Studio B, and they're like across the hall from each other. And I was in Studio B, and he just was laughing. So I'm about to Studio B. I walk in the A. I was like, bro, what's so funny? And he was like, man, I think I'm gonna put a petition up tonight on Facebook to say, how about we change Main Street to Main Street? And he didn't even have to spell it. Like, I knew what he was talking about. Like, I knew exactly what he was talking about. And I was like, bruh, that's fucking genius. It's funny.
It made the news, yeah.
I laughed, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this shit. I was like, all right, bet. And I just went back and made some beats. And literally the next fucking day, he's sitting at his computer like, bro, what the fuck? Like, we had like 1,000 signatures or some shit.
People were actually talking about it.
The news was coming to our crib. We had shit like stacked up. I don't know if y'all know who she is, but this girl named Jazzy. She goes by Dope by Accident. She just signed to Columbia Records, but she done wrote some of y'all favorite songs. Like, she's amazing with the pen. And she happened to be in town, and she was just gonna come through and see what it was about. And that same day was like the day like 2 news stations came in, so it was fucking crazy at the studio. Like, we got 2 news stations. Fucking Jazzy, who just left the studio for real to come in here. Like, that was a lit ass day, bro. But like, that shit started off as a fucking joke. Like, it was not meant to be as big as it was. But shit,
they thought he was serious. I think it was Main Street, and there was another one. I can't remember, but I know for sure I saw that petition. I was like, really?
Yeah, I
really?
fuck, it was a joke, but I still fuck with the idea. Like,
it did make sense.
Yeah, like if I was a kid and I could walk, you know what I'm saying? Or if I could tell my homie, hey, meet me on Main Street. Like, I would have so much pride. Every city got a fucking Main Street in my area. Like, why can't ours be, you know what I'm saying, unique to the people that live here?
Yeah, especially if it's like how we talk.
Especially if it's how we as black people talk too. Like, I mean, this city is majority black. Like, let's show that shit. You know? They already trying to rename some of our, you know, most historic, you know, neighborhoods and shit to shit that don't even fit the neighborhood. So
yeah, I agree. It's
so now.
crazy.
I was gonna say, so now that we got to get to know you and everybody got to know you, we're gonna get into some questions. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever want to go first.
We all got different questions for you. I guess I'll go first.
Go ahead.
My question is, what is the first thing you listen to when it comes to producing beats? Like, if you hear that certain sample, like, what do you look for? What do you listen for?
Man, it varies. If I'm listening to a sample, I'm just trying to catch it. Really, all right. So really now it varies. It goes in like stages. But now at the point I'm at right now and where I'm trying to do, and what I'm trying to do in my career is now is just make hits, get plaques, get Grammys, all that shit. I look for a vibe now because that's what's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Right now. So I'm just trying to catch a vibe. I don't give a fuck if it's a chick on the flute or accordion. Whatever the fuck. If that shit is a vibe, if that shit make me, you know what I'm saying, make a face or look at my homie or somebody around me go, ooh, I like, all right, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we doing. So I'm just trying to catch a vibe and shit like it. Like the whole time I'm making this shit, if it don't feel good, like I learned this from, you know, so many other producers. Like if that shit don't feel good while you're making it, then it's not gonna feel good to the audience. So if it feel good when I'm just listening to a sample, like, you know, it's when I chop it up and I take it and throw drums or whatever on it, it's gonna be crazy. So that's a vibe is what I'm trying to catch, like off top. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I know, you know, what way back in the day, the goal of an artist or a producer was to get signed to a major label, right? That was the goal. Let me get my demo, let me push it out to these majors. We need the major to push us. But now, what I like about music, especially when it comes to hip hop, a lot of these young kids are doing their own thing. They have their own independent vibe going on. With the internet, you can push out your own work. So when it comes to you, you know, you're trying to put your stuff out there. How do you tackle, you know, the independent world versus the major label? If a label were to come to you and your group of artists, is the major label the goal, or do you want to maintain an independency? Like, how do you balance that as an artist?
Man, I was just talking about this to an artist I met up with Monday. No, the major label is not the goal. I mean, we are the label. Like we, you know what I'm saying? We Unapologetic is the label. Like we good. We're seriously good. But that doesn't mean that I don't fuck with, you know, major labels and I don't understand like the power that they still, you know, kind of hold on the industry. They do have machines. Like you were talking about, you just came in, you was talking about the baby.
Yeah.
Like I haven't heard a single song from him, but I've seen his name everywhere. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's the power of a machine, you know, behind them. And, you know, labels could do that.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely like interested in, you know, doing things with my, I mean, that's why I get where I want to get. But that is not like my end all be all. That's not my goal. That's really just a side thing. Like my niggas, the people that I'm with, like we about to do some crazy shit, and I don't give a fuck if a major label fuck with it or not. You know what I mean? Like we really lit as hell.
Yeah.
But I definitely fuck with like, you know, Plaques and fucking with like Columbia. Like Juicy J just took over, you know, Columbia. So I would definitely like love to do some of that shit. But you know, it just happens when it happens. Also like another thing that I've been like heavily focused on. It's just like business, just knowing the business side of it. Because I think that's where the label gets their bad rap, because they take advantage of people who don't know the business side. But if you know the business, then it could be the greatest thing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, look at Drake. You know, he's you know, one of the greatest entrepreneurs in music. Period. And he really knew his business from the jump. You know, to the point where he could sign with Birdman and not get fucked. You know,
right.
He had his contract and all of his shit. You know, stamped out, whether it was him or people around him.
Right.
Somebody knew what they was doing. So yeah, I fuck with it all. Like I'm not anti-label, but I definitely, you know, realize the power that my team holds by itself. We don't need shit.
Right.
We good. We good.
Okay.
Hey, I heard.
I like that. I like to hear that.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's dope.
Okay, so growing up, which artists did you look up to? Who inspired you, or which producers inspired C Major to be where he is today?
Producers, well, I mean, definitely Juice and DJ Paul. Juicy J and DJ Paul were, you know, some of my, like, the shit they were doing. I listen to it now and I study it, but back then I didn't realize I was studying. I was just listening to it because I liked it.
Yeah.
Man, the stuff they was doing was, man, it was so crazy. Like, and I go back and I listen to like up north, East Coast hip hop and stuff like that, and the stuff they were doing. And I listened to, like, we were in our own fucking world. We still are. And now the world is catching on and taking that shit. But man, we didn't give a fuck with like Nas was doing it, and Jay-Z and shit like that. We bucking, you know what I'm saying? We getting crunk, you know what I'm saying? We doing whatever the fuck we wanted to do. And man, I didn't realize the inspiration then, but I look back at it now and I be like, man, I ain't got no choice but to be me. So Juice, Paul and Jay, that were crazy. Timbaland, he's the GOAT, man. I feel like he's in like a resurgence right now. I don't know if y'all follow him on IG, but he been going crazy in the studio. He got a Ableton Push, which is a software or just a controller we use, and he just learned how to use it, and he's been going amazing. Like he's been going crazy with that shit. Like, and that shit is inspiring to see a man that's done so much. And he's still like
trying to find something.
You feel me? So I can't like.
Yeah,
I can't.
And it's crazy. He just came out with like some classes.
The master class. I got that
master
shit.
class. Yeah, he just came out with that.
Yeah, I got that. I haven't watched it yet, but I got that shit. I'm definitely, trying to find a time to really sit down and watch that shit.
Yeah.
And I watch him like he doesn't really. I like him because he doesn't really focus on like technicalities. Like he doesn't. Like I watch mix and stuff to learn how to really be an engineer and mix. He's all feeling based. Like he really teaches you how to feel shit. You know what I'm saying? And how to make a hit. Like this is what it is. It's not, you know what I'm saying, this compressor, this equalizer. Like it's the moment. It's where you at right now. And so yeah, that's the guy. Pharrell, another one. Man, Dot the Genius. Kid Cudi was like I feel like my generation. He was our like leader for being weird and being misunderstood. Not that I wasn't like I was an accepted kid, but it was still like, I think White Station had a different effect on me than, most kids. White Station was a very like progressive school. We had every, like I was just telling you, like we had hood, we had like the smart geeky kids, we had the, athletic kids, we had everything represented there. So I don't think I ever felt alone. But if I ever did, like, Cudi was that, that dude that I went to listen to. And his producer, Dr. Genius, was doing some amazing stuff at that time that I just studied like a motherfucker. Like, that's the man. Like, that's my guy. Them three are probably like, some of my tops, of course, like Kanye and shit like that. Even despite I still fuck with Kanye now, despite some of the shit that he be. I can't.
He doesn't look.
I know. Like
I love Kanye's work, man. It hurts.
I feel you.
College Dropout is one of my favorite albums ever.
Yeah. I used to listen to Last Call. Like Last Call is 12 minutes long, and he just tells his story, like how he got into the industry, how he got to where he is. I used to listen to that shit every night. Like my dad knows, like that shit used to be on my. I used to fall asleep listening to that shit, bro. Like that shit was so inspiring. I can't. It's just hard for me, like if he came out on some other shit, like I probably like some R.Kelly shit, like I probably have to cancel. I have to cancel.
We're gonna get into that later.
It would be rough as fuck.
Have you heard what Kanye's doing out in the mountains with the choir? Hey, he sounded soulful.
But the Sunday service shit.
Look, listen.
Hey, I'm ready for this album.
Listen, Kanye knows how to get me.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
give me
man.
some soul.
Man,
I'm there.
He do that Sunday service shit. Everybody gonna forget all that dumb shit he said about slaves and shit.
Boring.
But no, I definitely I hate the fact that he has or still has the platform that he does, and he chooses to say some shit like what he said. But at the same time, I can't wipe away the years of work that he put in for me, and what my craft is about, music producer and being black too. Like, he did have some great black moments as well. You feel me? So So I can't just wipe that away. But I definitely log that in my memory. You know what I mean? I'd be like, all right, maybe when I get to a point, just realize how to navigate that shit. I can never judge him because I ain't never been through it. I ain't never been like, the nigga is, everywhere he goes, million cameras in his face and shit like that. I ain't never had that type of pressure on me. So I'm not telling what's going through that man's head. But yeah, those, I mean, we didn't get into a whole tangent, but yeah, it's a bunch of other people.
That's what we do.
That's what we're here for. So I know, I know you were saying something about Memphis. Always paying tribute to Memphis and stuff like that. So what I want to know is, where did your inspiration come from? Like, when you're making music, like, what inspires you to keep going, even though this sound trash, all right, what makes you keep going with it? You know what I'm saying? Cause I know sometimes when you're working on, when producers working on music, you get to that point to where it's like you have that, how people say writer's block, you have that producer's block. Like, what gets you past that? What inspires you to get past that?
I think the world in itself inspires me just daily. Like I spend time, like I'll take months at a time. Well, not months, but I'll take weeks at a time, at the most a month, and not listen to anything. I might listen to like sports talk radio or shit like that, and not listen to music. Or I might turn my radio off, especially if it's raining. I'll turn my radio off and just let the rain hit my window, you know what I'm saying, and just listen to that. And that inspires me, gives me rhythmic inspiration and shit like that. So I definitely say, like, nature inspires me when I'm in it, and it's not like I'm taking walks in a park, but just when I'm in my car. I spend a lot of time in my car. I drive fucking everywhere. That shit's annoying as hell.
Are you an Uber driver?
Nah, I'm just always fucking driving. Like, I was telling my homie like the other day, like, I feel like I spend 90% of my time in a car, bro. Like, I'm always going somewhere. I don't know how it happens. I mean, I'm
but
either
you didn't want to live in your car.
Look, you did? Yeah, I'm either in the studio. Look,
he said he ain't living in this car.
I'm not living in that motherfucker. I guess I am not. Shit, I guess the world got a tricky way of
exactly. Well, you back in the car.
Exactly. So you the type that, like, when you get home, you just sit in the car for a couple hours.
I've actually fell asleep. I've got home so late to the point where I do, like, I just sit, like, I've sat in my driveway and just fallen asleep in my car and just woke up, you know what I'm saying, the next morning, like, damn, I really did.
Be careful out here, man. I'm tired, man.
Somebody will knock on that window.
You all right?
Take it easy.
Man, but yeah, so that's one form of inspiration. But lately, like I said, the studio I'm at, there's 2 studio rooms, and the other 2 producers, Kid Maestro and I Make Mad Beats, usually are there. Lately it's been crazy. We've been doing all types of other crazy shit. But normally they're there, and normally I Make Mad Beats is in Studio A. And if I'm ever in like a rut, or if I'm ever in, I don't like to call it producer's block, but if I got like a, you know what I'm saying, a shortage or whatever you want, whatever else you want to call it. Shout out to the shortages. You feel me? You feel me? If I'm ever feeling less inspired, I just walk over across the room, man. And Mad is probably in there playing some crazy shit that he made. And that just inspires, like, or that, like, drives a competitiveness in me, like a fire. Like, I'm not finna go out. Like, all right, let me get back on my shit. And Kid's the same way. Kid Maestro is the same way. And Kid Maestro is the same way for a very different reason. Because all his shit is fucking different as hell. Like, I make shit that I know niggas gonna like. Like, I know somebody gonna dance to this. I know Kid don't give a fuck. Like, he don't care if you dance. Like, he makes shit for him. And that shit be so dope to me. Like, he does not care, bro. And so he'll be in his headphones on some shit, and I just hear that shit through the headphones. I'd be like, what the fuck is it? And Kid got a tag that he doesn't know he has a tag. Like, he got like a producer tag, but he has another kind of tag. Like, you listen to his beat. Anytime you listen to one of his beats, you're going to laugh at something in that motherfucker. Like, something in that joint is going to make you laugh. It's going to have like a little weird voice or some shit. You can be like, bro, that shit funny as hell, but it's dope. And so, I mean, that shit be so inspiring. So the people around me, I'm saying niggas allowing if y'all.
It's okay. No, it's
Niggas,
okay.
say what you
It's
want to
all
say.
right.
We got an E beside it before we
Right.
the
Listen.
niggas around me, man, as of late have been, the biggest inspiration I haven't felt in a long time. Not inspired, and I just sit down and I do this shit all day, every day, and I still find inspiration. So yeah.
That's what's up.
Do you feel like in hip hop today, the producer is really, a lot of times, I feel like personally, just seeing the evolution of over the years, I think the producer in a way has overshadowed the rapper now. You know what I mean? Where Metro Boomin,
Okay, Jaden, with good questions.
Take Keith. Like,
Take Keith, fuck them niggas up.
yeah,
Take
like
Keith, fuck these
producers
niggas
have
up.
their tags now.
Yeah.
I mean, back in, you knew what a Timberland beat sounds like. You know what a Pharrell, Just Blaze.
Yeah.
You know the Swiss beats.
Yeah, Swiss
Yeah.
beats,
But today, man,
definitely.
more than ever, okay, that's Take Keith, that's Metro,
Yeah.
that's Zayto. Like, you know these guys. So I feel like in some cases, the producer is actually the superstar. And so you feel like it's a golden era and a great time to be a producer.
Definitely. I was just reading an article. I think it was a Mass Appeal article about that very thing, like the most common, the most notable producer tags and shit like that. And it's definitely a golden era for producers. It's a golden era for the tag. You're in the era now where Chase the Money. Yeah, y'all listen to Chase the Money. Chase the Money. Chase the Money. Like, that type, man. It's my favorite tag. That's my favorite tag in the world. But like, you're in the era now where having that enhances your song. It's not the rapper anymore. It is to a certain extent, but having that tag, having Take Keith on your joint enhances your brand, enhances your song. And we're definitely in a golden era, and I love it, man. Like, growing up, it was always, what I'm saying, I would know after listening to so many of them just, but I would have to go on like Wikipedia and figure out who produced this and who produced that, and then look these people up and notice that damn, this man did all of this. This nigga did this nigga did that. Now you hear it out the gate. Take Keith, fuck these niggas up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mike
He
Will.
really fucking niggas up. Mike
And he
Will.
on some major stuff too.
Major
Like,
Eminem had him on.
Major
When
stuff.
You feel me? Yeah,
I was like,
Eminem, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he's doing some, like, that's a champion, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's doing some crazy shit. Like, all of these producers, Chase the Money is another one. Like, he's doing some crazy shit. Like,
Chase the money, chase the money.
that's my favorite. That's a brilliant tag, bro. I wish I had that tag.
Bruh, and
Brilliant.
it's what's crazy is that now, like, back in the day, it was hard to get into producing. Now it's just like easy. Just
Yeah.
go on the internet, get you a computer, get
Yeah.
you a little small keyboard.
Yeah.
You can make a hit just like that if you got that creativity. You know what I'm saying? Or if you don't, because you got some trash stuff that's out there that people like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of hip hop and producer purists, I think they hate that fact, man. But I love it.
Yeah.
It's just like I feel like so you had SoundCloud and now you got Spotify, and I think Spotify is finna do what SoundCloud did on a bigger level. And there were a lot of people who were doing Spotify long before they just actually just started like really about to take over the game.
Yeah.
And so with that, like, it's a lot of new people coming to Spotify, and like all the old people on Spotify, like, all right, damn, it's getting crowded here. Like, ain't nobody but that's great. That doesn't mean like them niggas ain't competition to you. If you've been doing this, and you a nigga that just started making beats yesterday ain't no competition to me. Like, I literally been doing this for like 15 years, bro. Like, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm just garbage as hell, ain't no way a nigga like that. And so I welcome all of that type of shit. Like, I love the accessibility of it, man. And I feel like every kid, what I'm saying, like exercise their creative whatever. You know what I mean? Like, the world has a way of just pushing you into working a job or doing something like not fulfilling. Like, nah, fuck that. Like, go to the pawn shop and buy you a laptop. and fucking pirate, you know what I'm saying, FL Studio. You ain't got to buy that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's that easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you do to experiment, it might not be what you know in the ultimate situation want to do, but at least you tried it. Like, I fuck with all the accessibility. I fuck with, like, this era of being a producer is the most inspiring shit ever, and it's also like the most like gut wrenching shit for me too, because like I'm not where I want to be right now, but I definitely ain't trying to miss this moment, so I'm going hard as fuck like every day, like, because I know that like once this is over, like, you know what I'm saying, we know what else is next. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, is producer still gonna be hot 5 years from now or some shit like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm getting older. Like, I'm really like going for it. So it's an inspiring time, but it also give me like mixed emotions too. Like, I be like, damn, like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, let's get it, bro. Like, why ain't you here? Why ain't you here? So
I would say now we live in this age where trends come for one day and the next day is different. It's just crazy now. Like how everything just like something would literally go viral just today, and then tomorrow it's like, hold on, what happened yesterday? You know, and it's just crazy. Yeah, you gotta catch up. You gotta stay on it every day. Yeah. And that's just crazy, man.
Yeah.
So I definitely have to know if you could work with any artist, dead or alive, to make the best banger that C Major could come up with. Any artist, who would it be? Dead or alive, I'm giving you that.
Man, that's a very, very
a lot of options
question.
out there.
It's a lot of options. It's a lot of fucking options. I'm a really like
Your favorite.
I'm a really keep it G though. All right. It's a lot of options, and I want to say Mike. I love Mike, and I would love to have done some trap shit with Mike. Like, I would love to have done some real like.
Talking about MJ?
Yeah.
Mike probably would have did it too.
He definitely would.
Why?
He was very on some
feel like a
progressive
beat
shit.
Oh yeah, Mike would have did it.
But
Hey, your
but
tag coming there.
but I would if I had to choose one, man, Lord Infamous, like, rest in peace, Lord Infamous Mo. Dude was so fucking ahead of his time, dog. Like, the patterns he was rapping in, like the triplet flow, the high pitch, the singing, all of that shit. Like, he was way fucking ahead of his time, bro. If I could do a record with him now, that shit would go crazy. Like, that shit would be amazing. Like, he's doing all the shit that these, whatever, mumble rapper, whatever you want to call him, he was doing all of that shit long before and way better. Like, that's the guy, like, of this era. Like, these folks need to be praising him. Like, he's that dude. Like, I would definitely, like, man, if I could bring him bro back and do a record with him, that's it.
Hey, folks still making records with Tupac. And
that's real.
Michael Jackson just made an appearance on Scorpion.
That's real.
True. Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure out how Drake pulled that shit.
I say apparently Michael Jackson's son didn't even like that.
Ah, damn.
Yeah. I read an article on it. He was like, I'm like, look, Drake can be on any of my stuff. He can be on my track.
Drake
beat, it don't matter.
Exactly.
It don't matter.
Somebody
check.
approved it.
Yeah. Speaking of working with artists, I know you just came out with another. You came out with a project with your boy Pro. So when it comes to working with like artists like Pro, Offham, like, I guess when you're working on that music, when it comes to producing the music, does the inspiration of that music come from what their style is, or does that inspiration come from like just somewhere out, like everywhere? Because I know like that Pro album, bro. I've been when y'all first released, I was waiting when y'all teased it, the video. I was waiting on y'all to release it. It wasn't even on Apple Music. I was so mad. I was like, how y'all gonna tease it and I put it on Apple Music? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like, where did that come from? Like, where all that music? Like, how did you come up with all like the creativity with that? Just talk about the project.
First of all, Pro, you weak as hell. You listen to this. You a weak ass nigga.
All right,
I don't fuck with you.
Pro, you heard it here first.
What?
Hold on, what my gunshots?
Oh dang!
Air horn.
Yo,
This is the beginning of some major beef in the Memphis streets. Look,
Hold on, we got beef.
I ain't trying to get caught up in the middle of this.
Hey,
Look, listen.
I just asked the question.
Look, listen. We ain't trying to get caught up in these street beefs. These street wars. You know what I mean? Listen.
look, we starting heavy. We starting heavy now, man. For real. Nah, Pro know I fuck with him, man. Let me a little backstory, bro. This is why I don't fuck with Pro, but why I do fuck with Pro.
I fuck with you, but I don't fuck with
A
you.
little backstory. before I get into the inspiration question, me and Pro go way back. We were suite mates at university. We both went to university in Memphis, and we were suite mates. You went to university. That's how Memphis connect. You feel me? That's how we
yes, on my side.
So we were suite mates, which means we didn't share a room, but we shared like a bathroom, and he was the next suite over from you. And and he was rapping back then, and Pro was like really like killing it then. Like he was a big deal at this time, and I was not a novice at producing, but you know, outside of my bedroom, I had never done anything, and so naturally I was like, man, this guy right across the suite from me is rapping and doing big shit. Why don't I just give him some of my beats? And, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll rap on them, and maybe we'll both do some big shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that. And so what I did was I would make a bunch of beats in my room. And this was before, like, you know what I'm saying, the really big flash drive or, you know what I'm saying, internet sharing type of shit. So I would take like 20 beats and put them hoes on the CD. And I didn't even have a sleeve, y'all. I had the case. I was official, bro. I had a fucking case, you know what I'm saying? A hard case. You open the shit and take the CD out and put it in the joint. You feel me?
The little thin joint.
The little thin joint. You know what I'm saying? It was like blue, green, red, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you want.
You know what I'm saying? I you know what I'm saying? I write, you know what I'm saying, C major beats, you know, some whatever the date or whatever, and I slide that hoe under the door.
Check me out, sweet
yo,
man.
check me out type shit, you know what I'm saying?
It's official.
Check your boy out.
Just hoping one day, you know what I'm saying, I slide one of those jumps and he'll come from across the suite and be like, hey, this shit hard. Let's record it. Let's do it. Shit never happened.
What?
Never happened. Never happened.
He curves you.
Look, I compare it to, I don't know if y'all seen Hustle and Flow, but y'all at the end with Skinner Man when DJ give him the tape and he find the tape in the trash, like, he probably threw my shit in the trash. Nah. It's and to this day, Pro says he probably never got them CDs. I don't even know what the fuck happened. And then Pro was very lit at that time. Like, it was a lot of shit going on. And he was with I Make Mad Beats, who's our CEO now. And if he was getting beats from him then, and he was getting my shit, he wouldn't have wanted to rap me. Like, it's two different levels, and I was not on a level like that then. But I think like that showed me, like, because for one, like, I was very shy. Like, it wasn't like I didn't even know Pro. Like we were homies, you know what I'm saying, in school. So I would even see him in passing, but I would never like directly mention to him, you know what I'm saying, hey, I got beats, check him out. I was so passive aggressive with it, you know what I'm saying? and that shit was like an Achilles heel for me for the fucking longest. And so to do this project with him, a whole project produced by me, when I used to passive aggressively pass this nigga beats under the fucking door and not even mention to this nigga when I seen him in the streets that I had shit, or not even, hey, did you get the CD? None of that shit. Like, I was weak as hell, bro. You feel me? But yeah, but Pro, you still weak as fuck for not rapping over my shit back then. But nah, to do this project with him was amazing. It was a like testimony to my growth. Like I said, in these, legit, like the last 2-3 years I've been doing this, I've done more in the first, so much more. Yeah. But yeah, so with that, the inspiration behind a lot of that, especially this project, it was very sporadic. This wasn't, I don't think there was ever a time where we was recording this or making this up until the very end that we was like, all right, we're working on a project. We were just working on songs and just, thinking that were cool songs. I made the majority. I made Steak and Shake at the Eye Doctor. I have an MPC Live. I can take that joint anywhere. For some little nerd shit, I got an MPC Live. I can take that joint anywhere. I don't need a computer. I don't need power. It has its own power, and I could just turn it on and make beats wherever the fuck I am. Put my headphones in, and I can make beats wherever I am. It's not small, but it's small enough to carry in the spaces. And for a short span, my grandma was having eye issues, so I was taking her to the eye doctor in the early morning. And I don't know if y'all ever been to the eye doctor, but that shit is crazy. Like, you spend like 8 hours in that motherfucker. Like, it's ridiculous. And so I would be in that joint. The first day I fucked up, and I was just thinking it was gonna be a quick little trip, and I ain't have shit with me. I ain't have no headphones, none of that shit. And I'm just in that bitch like twiddling my thumbs, looking at old people and shit. Shout out to old people, but I'm looking at old people.
Shout outs.
I'm
High
just
up
like,
people.
bro, this shit is whack as fuck. Like, why? I'm scrolling Instagram, my phone about to die because it's trash.
Because you didn't bring your
I
charger.
didn't bring my charger.
You didn't
You
bring
feel
your
me? You know what I'm
charger.
saying? Shit,
Look,
I
listen.
was all fucked up, and this was like not finna be a one time thing. Like I had to take her back for like a week straight, and so I was like, next time this shit is not happening. So the next day I brought my MPC, and that day I made like 8 beats, and I think 3 of those beats were on this EP, this project.
Oh dang!
And so the inspiration came literally just from being in there. And that's a whole different thing. Like I really get fuel from people watching me make beats. I'm not a shy producer in that sense. Like I love for people to kind of peek in and be interested in what I'm doing. And so just seeing, especially old people. just
you got your
seeing-
grandma on the credits, right?
You feel me? Yeah.
I mean, and old people, they can't see
Hey,
you, but they
grandma,
can hear.
grandma, don't try to take my publishing. Like, I need that. You feel me? But nah, like that's it. That's what was funny watching them old people trying to figure out what the fuck I was doing with this big ass machine in my lap.
Got your ass to take over.
So I was getting all types of crazy looks. But yeah, so a lot of that project just came from that era, and those are some of my most fun beats to make. It just felt very free. It just felt like in my own world inside of another world, because that's a whole different kind of culture, being in like a doctor's office than just any type of that. Like,
Hey, little inspiration hits.
yeah. So yeah, like I said, I take inspiration from anything. But yeah, and then definitely once Pro did his thing on him, and Pro is a whole different type of guy. Like. We talk about this all the time in the studio. Pro is a fucking professional rapper, dog. If you ever seen a professional rapper, that's what he was born to do. Like, he'll do some shit. He'll come in with acapella and just rap you some shit, and you'll be like, damn, I gotta make some shit. I gotta make some shit to go with that. I gotta kid, this is my shit. Like I want this like type. Like, he's inspiring as fuck, dog. Like dude is ridiculous with how he uses his voice and shit like that. And so working with him is hella easy, dog. It's a lot of times I gotta scale back and let him do him because that shit can get out of hand real quick.
And you produced the whole album, right?
Yeah, I did the whole EP. I did every joint on there.
I like
even though he didn't want to rap on my shit in the past. Yet. But,
I like the theme though. The Steve Austin.
He ain't letting that slide, bro. He ain't letting that slide.
And then y'all just had y'all listening party too, and I seen that went very well.
Damn, we ain't get no invite to the listening
all right,
party.
I'm gonna tell you.
Next
I'm
time.
gonna tell you.
Can we get the invite next time or no?
We ain't good enough. We ain't good enough.
Look,
Come on now.
I'm seeing him repost that like.
Right, like that. It look nice.
He's stunning on you, fam.
Look,
That's how it is.
I'm gonna tell you.
It was legit and everything.
Wait till he gets signed to the label.
Right.
Wait till he gets signed. It's
Right,
over.
we'll know you. We gonna be like, bro, don't
Look,
slide your
Can we get an interview or
Don't
no?
slide your
I'm
shit
looking
through our
at
door.
this thing like, damn, they in the mountains right now. I'm trying to come. I'm trying to go in the mountains
They on
right
some
now.
music
Man,
shit.
You with Kanye in Wyoming.
hey, bro, tripping. Like, all right, man, that's cool. That's cool.
Hey,
I'm gonna slowly bring it up on the podcast.
Let me
gonna call him out. It's
let me have a moment of honesty with you guys. Let me tell you. All right. So
we trash pretty much.
No, check this out. Like, all right, so this shit was very spontaneous. We talked about it a week before Pro mentioned it. He was like, man, because this is a special project for numerous reasons. Pro hasn't, like I said, like this is really Pro's second chance at rapping, and rappers don't get a second chance. Like he can tell you his story. His story is ridiculous. He hadn't released a project in 4 or 5 years, I think, some shit like that. Like it's been a long ass time, and so this is his first project coming back. And so we was just sitting. We Unapologetic. We all have a meeting on Wednesdays, called a business creative meeting, where we just talk about everything that we got going and shit like that. And we was just sitting in that meeting, and he was like, "Hey, I think I'm gonna throw a little listening party, something small, not invite that many people, and I just want to kick back, listen to the project. I'm gonna get lemon pepper wings. That's his thing. He loves lemon pepper wings. He's like, I'm gonna get a bunch of wings. You feel me? He's like, I'm gonna get a bunch of wings, and we just gonna kick it. I was like, all right, cool. Let me know what I need to do, and we'll make it happen. And so literally that happened, and then we might have brought it up, a few more times, and then literally like the day before, he was like, yeah, So yeah, it's gonna be like 50 people there and all of this type shit. I was like, damn. He's like, yeah, who did you invite? I was like, bro, I didn't invite nobody. Like, he's like, we didn't invite nobody. I was like, nah, I didn't know that this was like a
that,
legit thing. You know what I mean? I didn't know what it was. So I ain't send out no invites. Like his niggas is really like on some like, you nigga don't fuck with me. Like, nah, I didn't invite nobody. So no, I didn't know. Like,
so we
I
need to be on pro ass.
I knew. Well, I knew, but I just didn't know. And then it's like the way we move. Yeah. This first half of this year has been fucking crazy, and so it's just be so much going on. That shit just slipped. But I definitely would have invited. You know what I'm saying? My God, it's just man, that shit get out of hand. I was not expecting that many people to go. That was a great night.
I think Kiera told me about it today.
Yeah. It was at the
when she told me, I was like. Oh,
even more.
That's what it is. That's what it's for.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I knew it had to be something like that.
I hella dropped the ball like on inviting, especially because that was a big moment for a pro, and it's his project, but it's a joint, it's a joint project, and I dropped the ball on it because there's a lot of people that I would have wanted there to see and share that moment with me that didn't, and I regret that, but at the same time, man,
it'll be more. Night. Yeah, it'll be more opportunities.
Yeah, we'll be at the next one.
Yeah, for sure. We got hella shit dropping this year, so y'all.
We need to show up at Wednesday at what time so we can be in the meeting.
Yeah, so Wednesday, you know what I'm saying, at a secret location at a secret time.
You know what I'm saying? We know what's going on. We're gonna be in the meeting Wednesday. I make mad beats. We're gonna be there.
Yeah, so we're gonna ask one more question, and then we're gonna get into the topic, and we're gonna want your side, of this topic. We already kind of had a discussion.
Can we
We're gonna ask one more question.
Oh, the question?
No, he got one more question.
You got one more question, or did you want to do the
thing?
thing?
You have one more question?
Nah, I got. We good.
Oh, we good.
I want to do the thing.
Oh, bet. All right, so we're gonna do this thing.
We good.
This is something new. I'm gonna let you introduce it.
Okay.
This your thing.
Okay. So. We've had guests come on the show before. However, this idea hit me because I was being real childish, and I was like, man, we need to do a kill, marry, smash with our guests. I said, man, look, we had these folks on here. It'll make it interesting. Let's see what they think. So,
oh my God,
each of us picked a person. You can either kill, marry, or smash. So you got.
Before we do this, I want to say, Christine,
you got a girl.
I love you.
Oh,
you
Lord.
are the love of my life.
Oh,
yeah, put it out there. I don't want trouble in paradise.
So
Christine,
this is a joke.
This is just a joke.
This is only an interview.
Is this gonna put a wrench in your relationship?
We need to call Christine.
You can step out now. You can just be like, nah.
Let me just give my disclaimer. I really love you. You know. When I get home tonight, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to cook you a nice meal. It's late. What time is it?
It's mad late, my G.
Almost 1 o'clock.
It's cool. I cook this time of night. That's
you used to this.
If you know what I'm saying? In the car.
Yeah, if I'm not sleeping in the car.
You used to this. All right, bet.
I'm going to say that, and then let's get into it. That's it.
Yes.
That's funny.
Christine.
That's funny.
Shout out to Christine.
Hold on. Shout out to my dad. My dad's going crazy in this.
Hey, Dad.
So that's your dad?
Yeah, big
Okay,
ass,
I didn't know who that was.
Dad.
Like he had a question. His question was, I was gonna ask it. His question was, who were your earlier musical influence? But
you were that. You were my earliest music influence.
Okay.
Your dad is into music too?
Nah, he can't do shit. He can't. But look, this is what I respect about my dad. He can't sing a lick, but that don't stop him from singing.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, who's this? I was like, I don't know who it was.
Share this link, Dad. You already in here.
Share this.
You share.
Fact, share
Yeah,
this.
and go like our page.
Nice to meet you, big
Let's
dog.
talk about it.
Oh yeah, thanks for watching too.
Go do all that.
Okay, you must have, you told him. That's what's up.
All of
okay,
that, yeah. Man, I
haven't.
haven't mentioned them at all, but my parents, my mom and my dad are the biggest inspirations in my life on some creative stuff, but also like on some like their marriage is amazing. They do marriage ministry. Shout out to them guys in your marriage ministry. Shameless plug or whatever.
Okay.
I'm saying if any of you listeners got some marriage problems, or not marriage problems, just want to get better, hit them
Not
up.
there yet, but I'll take it whenever I get there. I got you.
Yes. Send us that link, Daddy.
Yeah.
Hit up in our DMs. We'll promote you.
He said, "Not me."
They're an amazing. They're an amazing group of people. But yeah, let's get into this.
So we're gonna go and get into it. Like I said, like she said, all of us got one person, but you have to put it into the order of. What was it?
Kill, marry, smash. Yep.
All right.
So you got Rosario Dawson.
I already know off top.
Martha Stewart. Oprah.
Be smart.
Damn, do I be smart?
Be smart with it.
Yeah, be smart.
So for those that are on the live, Rosario Dawson, Oprah,
I knew to pick Rosario.
Martha Stewart,
Be smart.
Christine, girl, you ain't got no problem.
So
You know who we gonna pick.
So don't
You.
go. Y'all pick Christine. Is that it? No, I'm kidding.
Christine.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout
You
out
want to kill?
I don't want to.
Well, not kill.
You're right.
You're right.
It depends on.
Hey, that's how I go. Let's keep it real. That's how I go. Nah, it's all jokes. It's all jokes.
Anyway,
It's all jokes.
Don't do her.
Yes, King. Yes, King. I'm with that.
Be truthful.
Man, I gotta be smart. My boy told me to be smart
Be
because
smart.
I definitely love Rosario Dawson. Like she is.
That's my
That's
girl.
it for you.
That's my girl.
That's the name
so
I pick.
So if I was following my heart, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? I would marry Rosario. If I'm being smart.
Do your mind. Go where your mind.
I'm being smart. You feel me? I'm gonna marry Oprah
Yes,
because
King.
why not? You feel
Facts.
me? I be stepping all day.
Facts.
You feel me?
That's
And then I'ma smash Rosario Dawson.
my
because
man.
Oprah wouldn't care. You know what I mean? Don't see me do crazy shit like that all the time. I doubt she would care. You feel me? And then I'm definitely gonna. I got no problem with killing Martha Stewart.
Off that.
I don't even.
broad.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Off her. She
I
gotta
don't even
go.
know much about her. I don't even know exactly. She cooks. I thought she did like interior designing.
She do like she got bed. She has
Yeah,
bedding.
yeah.
I thought she was a
Yeah.
cook. Martha Stewart, is she
She's
not
a
a
cook.
cook?
She has her own
Cookbook.
Martha ain't cooking nothing.
I thought she had a cookbook.
And she white. She white, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
her
I
and
know
Snoop
white
Dogg
woman
got the
cooking.
little cooking
She ain't
show.
seasoning right.
I ain't no white woman. But yeah,
She ain't seasoning right.
She got a whole cookbook. I could have sworn, Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg. You know they got their
I
little
did. I
TV
have seen
show.
it. I have seen
Yeah, when they cook shit together.
Yeah, like
and
I
they
said,
be getting high.
it's nothing. It's
I
nothing.
bet.
It's nothing to kill Martha Stewart. You feel me? Off the record, you know what I'm saying? I would
Off the
kill
record.
anybody,
It ain't
you know what I
nothing.
mean? But you know,
Well, that's it. That was a pretty good one. Y'all want to go?
That would have been my answer.
Yeah, that's mine. Got one for you. So Idris Elba,
Ooh.
Donna Glover,
R. Kelly. Say something stupid. I dare you. R. Kelly.
She marrying R. Kelly.
She is marrying R. Kelly.
Can't no woman
You
resist
marrying
R.
R.
Kelly.
You marrying the Pied Piper. You want some of that Pied Piper, don't you?
Whoa.
You just want to know if it's true.
Come on, Pied Piper. Huh?
Really?
So Idris Elba.
Y'all motherfuckers had this plan.
I just came up with R. Kelly.
We discussed yours, but I didn't know that they
R. Kelly just popped up because that's your boy.
Let's get it.
She's an R. Kelly fan.
Idris Elba.
Oh shit.
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Right?
Damn, they gotta be
Who else? I
that
said
time.
R. Kelly, and I said Donna Glover, the old Donna Glover, not
Donna
the
Glover, that's Lethal Weapon, right?
Lethal Weapon,
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I know I'm sounding like a real not knowing ass nigga.
Are you fine? Because I thought he was talking about
Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's Danny Glover, right?
Oh, Danny Glover.
Danny Glover. You know what I mean.
Danny Glover.
They all the same. They all the same.
Go ahead.
Y'all cousins at the end of the day.
Damn,
What's up?
You got some weak ass.
I know.
Come on.
Damn,
You gotta make a choice.
bro.
Make a choice. Make a choice.
Make the choice.
You want the Pied Piper?
I mean, that's really your best option. Where is it?
Is it?
Yeah, he trying to set you up for the fail, dog.
I got mine. I'm good.
Getting peed on there.
She want that Pied Piper.
I'm good.
You want the Pied
So
Piper?
I'm a kill.
Hey, Pop said Danny Glover.
Daddy, what I'm gonna do?
Hey, Danny an OG though.
Hey,
He get you laced right.
Nah,
Danny got money.
Cause
I'm telling you,
he whooped
be
Seeley.
smart, like my man.
Danny
told me.
gonna be gone in a few years
Be
anyway.
smart.
you gonna get that bag when he go?
And you can marry somebody else.
Listen, he ain't
Facts.
played in no movies
With
in
his
no-
money.
He ain't played no moves in.
He's
a good
smart with his
minute.
money though, I'm
Hey,
sure.
he
got
got
it.
He got the bag.
He do, trust me.
I feel like he got the bag more than any of these niggas that they named.
Man, R. Kelly just
I don't
got
know.
out on
R.
bond
Kelly.
because another broad paid this shit.
Yeah,
he
he ain't got
may
no
be.
bag.
You gonna marry the Pied Piper?
And he paying
No,
off
no,
police,
no.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't got no bag.
He don't.
And
I'm
Idris-
gonna keep it G.
Idris Elba only got these movies though.
Yeah,
You
Idris
feel me? And he
Elba
just
might
put
got
some
a-
music up.
He might got a bag.
Music out.
I think he got a
He might
bag.
got a bag, but do you want to marry that nigga?
You want to marry Kels?
Nah, I ain't married.
I'm pretty sure it's niggas that'll pay you to kill Kels. So kill him, get the money.
Facts.
Marry
You gotta think this through.
See, this
The
is
answer's easy to
much.
me.
Now, this is very easy.
This is an easy answer.
It's easy. Hey,
My boy Curry.
But what's good?
okay. I'm going to do not judge me.
Oh, I'm
No,
judging
we
already.
judging. I'm
I'm
not judging.
Y'all go see. Look at him.
I ain't
Judge
judging
my
till
nerve.
after you say it.
C Major, do not judge.
I already know where you're going with this.
You know, I'm with you 100%. You feel me?
Yes,
I got your back wherever you go.
That's major.
I'm the best man at the wedding.
Hey.
You feel
Okay,
me?
You're hype.
First of all, behind me.
You're hype. See? You see?
He tried it. He tried it.
Damn.
I had to pop that in.
Don't be on her side.
And there you have it.
See what I mean? See what I
There you
mean?
have
Hold
it.
on.
See what I mean?
It's okay.
That's the
I
Let's
got
Talk
two sides.
podcast, guys. We're gonna end on that note.
We're waiting, D.
We waited.
Oh, my
Don't be trying to get
God.
out of it.
Okay, all
Wait,
right. Okay.
we don't forget it. Come on.
Okay, so we can do. I'm gonna marry Idris. I'll smash R. Kelly,
Oh, man.
and then I'm gonna kill.
What?
Danny.
You gonna kill Danny?
I'm gonna kill.
Oh,
Danny.
you're done.
Hey,
Listen,
he finna die
Idris-
anyway.
my thing- right.
He finna die anyway.
I think right. He's gonna die. And I'm thinking that Idris is nice to look at. I'd rather marry him and I can look at. And he had the accent.
And
you
you want to
know.
get peed on. You just been
bro.
itching to get peed on.
Hold on, bro.
He on me.
No, I'm talking about Kels, the
I
Pied
don't want
Piper.
to marry him.
But
Bro.
you want to get in bed with him, right?
In what situation did you not kill
I bet you
R. Kelly?
would.
Did you watch behind the...
I did.
Why? You don't want to kill him?
You gonna be at the door tapping your
But
feet.
I don't want to.
You wanna get
I
peed
don't wanna
on?
have sex with Danny Glover either.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Well, then marry him.
It's all this crinkly and
If
wrinkled and
look, if you marry him, you ain't got to do all that.
Yeah, you just marry
don't.
him.
Get you a homie on the
If
side.
I marry him, I definitely got to lay down.
Get you a homie on the
At least
side,
If I lay
you know
down
what I'm
with
saying?
Idris, and it'll be worth it.
Nah,
But
tell-
Kels-
you gotta
Kels get to
tell him
live?
lie or something. Just lie.
Man,
be
can't
like,
get
hey,
to
I
live
got
and
this.
smash?
That's what I'm saying. What type
What
of
a honor, ain't it?
you pee on somebody and they'll be willing to do anything
You know
for
what?
you,
Listen.
huh?
You know what? Listen. Mind your business. No judgment. Okay. I don't
No,
have that
there
many
is
choices.
judgment.
Damn.
Dang, fam.
You know.
Damn, R. Kelly really
We
got
see what your morals are.
spell over
He
people,
do.
Man,
I don't get it.
I don't. At
I'm
all.
saying.
I'll never
I
understand
don't
it.
even listen to it. Like I could cancel him. I'd have. Like, it's easy, bro.
That's how it is with me. I can
I do
cancel
not
Kels
fuck
like
with
it's
that.
nothing.
Like, I do
See,
not
I
mess with
grew.
that shit.
I agree. I agree.
Hey,
I
Pop said lethal weapon money long though.
Oh, yeah. You better
That's
believe
right.
it.
Come on now.
You better believe it.
That lethal weapon. They like 10 lethal weapons.
And he was in color purple.
That's why I said he whoops.
you, Pop.
That's why I say he whoops Celie ass.
They
I
had
don't want to
like-
be like Celie. What you
But Kels peed on somebody, real life.
You and beat you up.
mean?
Oh, you want to get peed on?
He ain't gonna pee on me. I'm
He gon-
ducking and dodging the piss. He ain't gonna get
He
me.
ducking right in your
Oh.
mouth.
No, he ain't gonna duck in my mouth.
What was the headline?
He gonna
Suck it
duck
for
in my
daddy?
Oh yeah, that was the headline.
Headline
my
where?
God.
It's a survivor. R. Kelly
R.
survivor.
Kelly, the lady
came
was
out.
like, he told me to suck it for daddy.
Get out of
trying to suck it for daddy.
Nah, no,
At that
nah.
time, he probably
Mind
was
your
old enough to be his
business.
dad, her dad.
Oh, you right. I'm gonna mind my business.
Nah,
I'm gonna let you do
nah,
you.
fam.
I'm gonna let y'all whatever R. Kelly got.
Don't come
over you,
texting me.
I'm gonna pray for that. You know,
I
what
got
I'm saying?
urine on
Yes,
me.
you
Bro,
better.
we
you
gonna
better-
pray
you
to
better
release R.
break
Kelly's
this.
spirit over all these women
Yes,
in the world.
Yes,
I'm on the side.
Yeah,
Shots out.
Hey.
Hey, I'm so done. Anyway, let's get to this topic.
That was pretty good, y'all.
That
Y'all
was
got me
that,
hyped.
that was fun. We might have to make that as a
Incorporate that.
content-
Yeah,
continue
that was
thing.
nice, wasn't it?
that
Yeah,
was
shout out
cool.
to D. Hey.
Okay.
All right, and we're done.
Y'all never want to give me my props.
And
You
what
see
the-
that?
I'm still give you a prize, even though you just switched sides on me. Because
You
I'm
said-
that.
That's what
Cause
D
I'm
do.
that type of nigga.
You
feel
said
me?
you was rolling.
I'm rolling and I'm rolling.
All right,
Don't let her bully you,
I
man.
still got your charge.
Look,
I still got
Don't
your
let- don't
charges
let
too, so
her.
I don't want you.
Don't let her bully you. You know what I mean?
When you get this charger back,
I got a charger you can use.
Disconnected.
I don't know.
I got a charger you can
I say
use.
my phone full.
I
right now.
mean, we can just take this out and give it back to her
Nah,
like
nah,
that.
he
It's-
good.
These chargers can be
He
replaced.
good. 90% of the time, he in the car. He
90% of the
good.
time.
Oh,
Okay.
man. So we're gonna get into the topic. We're gonna get into the good topic.
What's the
Good
good?
old
What's the good
It ain't
topic?
gonna last long.
Well,
How long
I
we
feel
got?
like
What's the
I
good
feel like-
topic?
I feel like it's a good topic.
How long
you
do we
know.
have?
It don't matter.
It do matter.
It
How
don't
long we
matter.
got?
We get done when we get done.
Oh shit.
You feel me?
Yeah, dig.
Yeah, feel me?
Yeah, feel me.
man, it's almost
Jump
1
sack,
o'clock,
man.
Daddy.
He said
What
name
are
of
you
Jesus.
doing up, pops? Go to
So
bed.
we're gonna the topic is. I'll let you say it.
These nuts.
She brought up.
I mean, look,
We gonna let-
huh?
Don't break up the conversation. Yeah, go give the backstory. I'm just gonna sit back and I'm
Listen,
gonna chime in.
it is what it is. So pretty much, have you heard about Cardi B, in which she recently unveiled some videos surfaced of her back in the day saying she used to drug men and rob them.
Dang.
Did you hear about that?
I didn't, but my homie posted on Instagram. He was like, Cardi B drugged me and raped me twice. She must have liked the dick or some shit like that. And it was just a joke. It was one of my homies.
Yeah.
He's a
Let's get him on here.
That's crazy. I'm saying my homeboy.
I ain't know what the fuck.
probably a
I ain't know
joke.
what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be, man. I really be. I be in a fucking box, so I ain't heard none of this shit. That's
Bruh.
wild.
You be in the car.
My homeboy
I
had
be in
that
a car.
hashtag surviving Cardi B and everything. on
That's
the
real.
video.
She said that.
Yeah, it was a video.
It was a live
It was
video.
an
It
old
was,
video.
It was
Yeah.
from
It was an older
Yeah.
video.
So,
years ago. Though.
I guess where we getting to? Would you cancel Cardi B for that?
They're saying because we've canceled artists for
I haven't
this.
Yeah.
seen the outroar
So-
that I've seen with other
Because
people.
if it was opposite,
Yeah.
If it was a
So-
man, you know
They're
what it
saying
is.
if it was a guy.
I'm gonna tell you, it's definitely a double standard with all of that type of shit. But if you asking me,
your mama up too. That's what.
go, all y'all need to go to bed. Like that's real. Like,
That's
it's
real.
It's 1 o'clock. Like what y'all doing?
What y'all doing?
Yeah, but yeah, if it's on me, to be honest, man, I really don't fuck with Cardi B to begin with. I kind of like her, you know what I
guy
mean?
right here.
I feel I like the authenticity of her. You know
I
what
knew
I mean?
we like you, see, mama.
Yeah,
cool with me.
So
Yeah.
I may be like 25%. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with her. I like how she came into the game and killed shit. First female rapper to win Grammy Best Rap Album of the
Yeah.
year, and, since Missy Elliott or some shit like that. I rock with all of that shit.
She
Like
got
all the
it before
accomplishments. I fuck with that. I mess with that. But as an artist, she just seems very annoying to me. She seems like one of them girls that you would be like, bro, please get the fuck away from me. You talk too much. You're too loud. You're too extra. You know what I'm saying? That's a girl that I probably, you know what I'm saying? But I do. I mean, I feel it. Like I fuck with how real it is. But so it would be nothing for me to cut. I feel like I've already cut her off. I haven't listened to much of her shit anyway. Just like R.Kelly, I don't. That doesn't affect me. But it's definitely
I would say her hustle is what I like. Like
Yeah,
that she's
yeah,
able to be
hustle,
herself
all that
and do her own thing.
Matter of fact, I
That's what's
lied.
cool.
I lied. I did check out the album, and I like the album. I like that shit. She has some joints on there. Ring is with Kalani. That's her shit. Yeah, I fuck with all that shit. Yeah. So yeah, I do rock with her, I guess musically and to a certain extent. But like I said, for her to leave, if she left Apple Music tomorrow, I'd be like, all right, let's get it. Let's get it.
So D as the founding member of the Cardi B
You like a big Cardi B
fan club.
I do.
Why? I want to know this. Like, why do y'all like her so much? Does she stand
who
for?
she is.
Does she represent women well?
Definitely.
It's not-
And
I don't really look for artists that represents women well.
I feel that.
I feel like I
look for artists
represent.
to represent men
I
well.
represent
feel
shit
that.
good on my own. I feel like if I listen to you, it's because I like your vibe. I like how. She seems very authentic to me.
Very.
Like even when she was on Love and Hip Hop, I did not feel like she was saying anything that was written for her. I don't feel like she fakes it. I don't feel like she had a lie and put on a stunt like she's somebody that she not. And I feel like she made it being exactly who she was. She didn't have to compromise anything about herself, and she didn't try to hide the fact that she was stripping. To get to where she was supposed to be.
Super respect that shit.
So I'm
That's
like,
alright. That's another thing.
Some people wouldn't want to let people know
that.
about their past.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So for her to be very open about it, look, I used to do this and that.
Yeah.
I used to do this and that, but now I ain't got to do that shit no more. And now I'm
now
out
I
here
still
doing
do that
this.
shit because
Right.
I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a
Right.
bad thing to be
and
a
she
stripper.
has strippers in her videos.
Yeah.
The same people she worked with. I feel like it pays to be that level of humble and still be authentic and still be able to make good music, even if you don't write your music. There's plenty of artists that do not write their own music.
Yeah.
So I feel like all of that wrapped up in one, and then like the beats get me. I feel like, and she's coming in the era for me when Nicki fell off. I used to be really hard on Nicki. I love Nicki, but I feel like she came in at the perfect time when Nicki ass was just declining, like all her features, and then after that whole Sheether thing with Remy, and I was like, nah,
I forgot about that.
I ain't gonna. I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I was like, she gonna come back. She got the little no frauds with Drake and
I feel like she won
Lil
that.
Wayne.
She didn't win that battle.
What?
Hell
no.
Didn't one of them just go platinum or some shit?
No, they did not.
Yeah, I thought she won that
That
shit.
one Sheet the album fucked up her whole career. I ain't heard nothing. That whole Queen album trash. We had a episode when it came out and we talked about it. It was like Family's trash. Like,
Bro, Moment for Life is like
Bruh.
man, listen, she got like some.
Every time that
Song.
song come on,
Bro, that
bruh.
string running.
It's a dope song.
Bruh.
I
Oh
listened
my
to
God.
Monster, the Yeezy, and
Yeah.
when
That
everybody
whole
was on it.
production crazy though.
Yeah, she
That's
bodied
the
that hoe.
best fucking feature that I've ever heard her get on.
bodied
The
that.
her feature
You know,
for
Nikki
Monster.
Nikki had the best verse on
Yeah,
that song.
Ye was about to take her off that junk because it was so hard.
She had the best
Nah,
verse.
They be pulling shit like
She
that.
had she definitely
Oh, it's a bro.
she smoked
Like
all
that
that.
Andre
Give me
and
On the
chills.
tangent, like it's a All of the Lights version with Drake. He had a verse on that joint, and Ye took that hoe out because that hoe was murder. Y'all need to like really peep that hoe. He killed that shit. Ye be taking shit out because he
Hold
be
on,
hard.
is it out on
It's
YouTube?
on YouTube. Yeah, that shit's
Ooh.
crazy.
might
That
have
shit's
to go
crazy. But
check
he was
that
finna do the
out.
same thing to Nicki on Monster. He just let her. He let her
She
lead.
smoked that
Man.
beat.
She killed out.
That
Smoked
shit
it.
give me chills. That was
did her
fire.
thing.
She ain't had no feature like that, no song like that in a
Shit.
long time. And I feel like she came in when Cardi, like
She annoying. She's starting to get
Cardi
annoying
just
now.
blew up. Cardi came out with Bodak Yellow.
That's a hard
That
song.
shit-
I
that-
fuck with that.
Took that from Kodak,
It just-
but it's okay.
I tell you what though, there's a
Man,
new rapper
listen.
coming out called The Stallion. Have y'all seen her? From
Yeah, we
Houston?
heard it. Yeah,
What's her- yeah.
big old freak.
Oh,
Yeah.
she about to
Big
come
freak.
through and take over. It's about to be over for Cardi pretty soon. Watch.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
And
Why
me,
can't they exist together?
they
Wait, what's
can. They can.
They
you
can't. They're not going to allow them to.
But the way the
Man.
music industry is now,
it's
I
only
heard
room,
on-
it's
they
only
hard
room
on
for
women,
one.
man. Like,
Yeah.
It's
so
only room
hard.
for one, and you have to be over sexualized.
I feel
shit
like
crazy.
if they can if they've been putting Nicki and Cardi on the same track, then it can be done.
To me,
Yeah.
They've been on
They
the
got a
same
song
track.
together?
Yeah, they got.
that was
I
on
missed out on
Motorsport.
that.
Yeah, Motorsport, and it's another joint that's out that they've been on.
I
together.
think that's when the beef started. Motorsport.
Yeah, because
But she ain't write her verse.
talk something about
Basically,
Cardi
Nicki
did
tried to
hers
sign
and
her.
Nikki
And
did
Bart,
her verse
Cardi
in,
wasn't
and
going for it.
After she heard Cardi verse, she went back and redid hers. So some shit like that.
So how do you feel about this?
How do I feel
the
about his
latest-
opinion?
No, your girl admitting that she used to drug and rob these dudes.
I feel like
Do you cancel her? You ain't cancel R.Kelly. So I know you.
I can't.
You just smashed R.Kelly.
R.Kelly just peed on her.
So I know she fuck with.
R.Kel's just peed on homie. So
They said that he did not piss on me.
well, dang.
Yes,
Make him
he
believe
pissed on
it.
a little girl. He did not piss on me.
And
Just to be
and
correct.
you decide not to kill that guy. You're
Damn.
you're a
Well,
monster.
mind your business.
You're a monster.
Mind
Man,
your
you see
business.
that?
What?
Cardi B shot. Not only that, but she threatened that if someone cheated on her, she drugged them and have a dude sleep with
Yeah,
them.
yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
that's
tranny.
What, that's what she did. Yeah,
A tranny. Yep.
Yep.
She admitted that too.
She admitted that. Yep.
Foul stuff from your girl.
Man, she crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Cause,
saying.
'cause
Like,
I'm just saying, like, if a
she-
dude would have
she-
did this,
I feel,
bruh,
look, just to be fair,
let Drake come out this.
Ross said the same thing in the You Don't Know track.
and all his shit
And
got
we-
stripped.
He lost his
He
Reebok.
lost
He
everything.
lost his
He
Reebok
did.
endorsement.
He did.
Where
Yeah.
Pepsi ain't going anywhere.
It's a
True.
double standard, bro.
It is a
It
double
is
standard.
it's a
However,
major double standard.
However, there have been other double standards when it comes to
They
women
still
and
running
men.
that
So I
Pepsi
feel like
commercial.
Facts.
I feel like at the end of the day,
So you're excusing what Cardi
I'm
did.
not excusing it. It was fucked up.
Okay.
I am woman enough to say when something is wrong and when something is right.
If
it's
they gonna
wrong,
treat her like that,
it's
they should
wrong.
have. They should have not counseled R. Kelly. If that's the case.
They shouldn't have counseled Peel, Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Bill
Cosby.
Shout out, man.
See what? So you still tuning in?
Have y'all watched the Cosby Show since that shit happened?
Bruh, no.
Is
Oh
it-
no, not
Is
since
it
then.
still on
I
TV?
haven't. Yeah,
It's
they
still on
show it.
TV.
They still show it, yeah.
And that shit is funny as hell. I don't know if y'all realized. I didn't realize it before, but he is like sexual as hell. Like, he make a whole bunch of like with him and Claire and shit.
Claire.
They make a whole bunch of sexual references, and it's a whole new perspective once you realize.
Bill was wilding. Bill,
so
as soon
he
as they
is-
started shooting, he was wilding. Yo,
He'll say some slick shit. You be like,
hey,
Yo,
Bill was getting it in that same night.
I said they brought up something like it was like if y'all really think about it, he was a doctor that worked out of his basement in his house.
That's creepy in itself.
I thought he had a office.
He was never in his
he
office.
be in the-
though.
he be
never
in the
his doc-
basement.
He was in the basement.
I
all
never.
day.
I don't remember seeing him in his office. I never remember
All right,
that.
y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm out.
he is
Y'all have a good
Study
night.
some Bill Cosby shows. Study him.
Yeah,
bro.
that's,
Listen.
that's crazy.
He'll say some
Yeah.
slick
But you know,
shit to Claire.
everybody, all the cast said it, they were never like sexually harassed
Yeah.
by them. So it's like,
But
is
it's
it a
still-
cover
just
keep it on
up
the
It's
low
still
or-
funny. It's still funny.
It, yeah, it is.
But
very
he
awkward.
wasn't finna fuck with Claire anyway because
She ain't going.
She ain't going, and neither is my nigga Isaiah. Not Isaiah. What's her husband's name? Big ass dude.
Oh no.
Play football.
I don't even know.
Something Rashad, bro. Rashad. He do all the interviews with Michael Jordan and shit.
I know you talking about too.
Yeah, that's her husband, bro.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
a big football player. Nigga, he better not Bill Cosby ass up. What you talking about?
That's big facts.
Playing with my wife like that,
I don't know
bro.
what y'all talking about.
That's
Bill
big
Cosby
facts.
finna come out of jail. Buff.
y'all talking about?
He gonna come out.
Man,
He gonna
yeah.
come
I
out.
don't know if y'all seen. I
He
seen
getting
it.
out.
I seen
They'll
it.
look bad.
I seen
yo.
it. Yeah, I seen the video of him in jail. He actually he looks like, or I don't know how real this video was or how fabricated it was. But like he was chilling. Like it wasn't like it's,
Yeah.
Oh,
you know,
clearly,
Ahmad-
he's somewhere
your
in
dad
the
said
Ahmad
safer.
Rashad.
Your
Ahmad
dad
Rashad
just said it.
Ahmad
He's somewhere
Rashad, yeah.
in the
Yeah, he ain't
in the
fucking
safe
play.
part of the jail. They ain't gonna have him too far out. Oh,
Yeah.
I got a question. Totally off subject, but I do want to ask you what you think. You think Jussie did it?
That fool
I think
did.
he did it.
We talked about it. We've talked
I
about
think
this
he
in
did
previous episodes. So
What
just
I'm
trying to-
amazed
I think
is
Because
how
it's
He did it.
I'm amazed at how he's like swarming out of this jet. Like
Like,
I know he did
literally,
it.
yeah,
I don't think
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
doesn't know that he
Yeah.
did it. But the fact that his PR
But
person
nothing
on
adds
point.
up with it though. Nothing adds up with.
Said that
how-
I ain't got Annalise Keaton working this case.
But that for real, because this finna be amazing
And,
how he
Olivia Pope. This
how he
shit.
Euro step out of this shit. That shit finna be crazy.
Bruh, yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this: when that shit happened, if he hadn't got caught, he would have been lit as hell. I can't even. I mean, that's just like a rapper like making a plan and going to jail to be a bigger rapper. Like if he did this shit and not get caught, he on stage talking about I'm the gay Tupac and shit like that. Like
now
he would
that-
have been lit
bruh,
as
that
fuck.
was-
That shit
Bruh.
offended me.
He would have been lit as
That
hell.
offended me.
I just had to do
He
drop a
said the
single.
gay Tupac.
Yeah, he was like,
Gay
he was like,
Gay
I'm
Pac,
the gay
that's
Tupac.
crazy.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Ever.
That's
You feel
disrespectful.
me? He said I fought
Ever.
back.
That's
You know what I'm
mad
saying? I ain't
disrespectful,
going.
my
My
G.
fuck, man. If he would have got, I don't fuck with it because if whether he did it or not, that's a bad look for that community, and I really rock with that community like that. But shit, if he had got away with it, I ain't gonna even lie, that nigga would have been lit as fuck. So I
yeah,
don't
his music,
know. I don't know.
his music would have been fire coming
It
out,
would've
bro. It
been
would have
lit.
been on some Meek Mill type
It
stuff.
would've
For
been
I
real.
sure. I was like, I literally feel like I'm in the episode
Hold
of
on, wait a
Empire right
minute.
now because everything that's going on
Y'all
with
know
this
I
man,
ain't get it.
charges dropped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I heard something about the
but somebody still gotta go to jail. I heard one of them going to jail. Both of them. Somebody gotta go to jail.
The brothers.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's
wild.
messed up because the
That's
brother
messed
said
up.
the
paid
brother
for the
said they
brother's
like
hotel room.
yeah.
That's wild, man.
I don't know. I just had to ask.
Yeah, he did
What
it.
did you think? If
That
you
is
thought they did it?
Yeah.
Because it's like hot
It just
right
don't
now. I feel like
add up,
Justice
though.
in
It
the
don't
news
add
every
up.
So you
day.
don't think he did it?
Like I don't,
Yeah,
I don't. No, I think he did it. I
He
think he
definitely
did it.
did.
It just don't. It don't
I
add
feel
up that
like-
he. It don't add up that he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like the funniest shit was this HD ass video the two dudes buying. Like they not only went to a corner store
Right.
right around the corner from the scene, they went to the most clear. You
Right,
could clearly
like-
see these niggas, dog. Like
It ain't
they
even
on
on.
some 4K shit,
Yeah.
right? Like yeah, that's
Facts.
homie right there
Facts.
with a red ass hat.
Yo.
Like what the fuck? That shit is hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
that
man,
shit
Yeah,
is
that's-
Jussie
yeah.
wildin', man.
Man, listen.
Really was wild.
Family
That's
behind
crazy.
him making like the little statements and stuff. Them
Man.
folks on the IG,
Bruh.
sis, please take this down. He did it.
Bro,
I'm
is it
like,
me or
damn.
when like every time I see like video of him like walking through the court office with the glasses on, I'm thinking like he on some Matrix type stuff. He walking through there like, yeah, I'm getting this off me.
Red pill, green
Like-
pill,
He
nigga.
matrixing the
Like,
shit out this shit. That nigga
This
finna
is
be
a whole
like-
movie. Like you said earlier, like this is a whole episode.
Like, I feel like
of
it's an
Empire.
episode of Empire.
He
Like,
on some other
Yeah.
shit. He on
what?
some- he on some other
Right,
shit.
right. All the charges dropped, fam. Like, now he ain't gotta do no jail time.
Mm.
Like, what happened?
Lucius got him out.
That nigga finna be
Or
on Empire
somebody.
next week.
Lucius saved his life.
That's some Olivia Pope type shit. Like, somebody got him
Listen.
out.
Yeah.
Somebody got some explaining to
Bruh,
do, real
that's dope,
talk,
bruh.
because they
That's crazy.
literally said he did it. So what's up
Right.
now?
Yeah.
I think niggas just see that shit is so stupid. They like, bro, this is fuck it.
They done dropped him off Empire. You thought he was gonna get killed off.
Yeah. And there was, I would say,
I heard they were
the
dropping him off
mayor.
before that. Anyway,
Yeah,
That's why he
well, he's
staged
off for the
this,
rest of the
right?
season.
The
Yeah,
rest of the season?
for sure.
Oh dang.
But
Yeah.
I
he
think
was fighting to get that shit back.
the mayor of Chicago was just basically saying, like, I think he was saying, like, it's that the justice system is crooked because, of course, we know it's crooked, but like they were saying, like, give him the same treatment you would give somebody that's regular. Like, if it was a regular person that would stay, oh, he going to jail.
Of course.
Ain't no and if a buts or about it, you know what I'm saying? He's going to jail.
Mm.
But he was saying, like, basically because he's a celebrity,
Yeah, he gonna get out.
he gonna
course.
get off. And the lawyers he got, the money he got, you know. And then what's funny is 20th century, before they was just kind of like, oh, we finna cut him off this, you know what I'm saying, empire. And then soon as they find out the charges dropped, they tweeted and gonna say, well, we was behind his innocence the whole
time.
Okay.
Weak shit.
All right, yeah.
Right. Oh,
okay. All right, bet.
Yeah.
Then y'all just cut him off of empire?
Right,
Blueface.
Okay.
Right. They was already cutting up that chick,
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
splitting it out.
But that shows you that, you know what I'm saying, all you gotta do is be a celebrity to get away from stuff. That's what it shows. But I think it really depends on who you are, though. If people ain't messing with you, then you done.
Yeah.
You done.
Well, we sure appreciate you coming on the show today. This was dope.
Thank y'all for having me. It's fun.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Would you like to go ahead and let the people how they can follow you? Tell them how they can follow you. Where you? What's your next event? What's the next album dropping?
So you guys can follow me on IG at C Major Slow Down, spelled like C Major Slow SLO down. The next event, I don't really do events, just solely me. Yet I don't think I ever will, but I don't know. There's a whole lot of crazy shit been happening, so I might. Who knows? But you can also keep up with me and what my team Unapologetic is doing. We have our own app in iOS, Android, wherever in the App Store. It's called the Unapologetic. You feel me? We got our own app. You feel me?
I'm trying to get my app. You trying to get Let's
You
Talk
feel
About
me?
That, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Let your people call my people. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we got niggas that know how to do that type of shit. You feel me? Because niggas got our own app. You know what I'm saying? Because we could do that shit.
That's
know?
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
But not literally. Like we have our own. It's called the Unapologetic World app. Just download that in the App Store. Yeah. And you can keep up with the whole squad. We drop everything first in there. And that's another part of us, saying fuck everybody else. To your question earlier, we don't want to have to deal with Instagram, YouTube, none of that shit. We're gonna get to the point where niggas just gonna come to us for it, and we're gonna be able to deliver it to them. So yeah,
Facts.
That's where you keep up with me and all that type of shit.
And also let them know where they can get the jointed album.
Yes, sir. Me and Pro, Luxurious Steve Austin. You can get that hoe on everything, legit everything. I ain't never heard of this shit. Some shit called Deezer. I never heard of that
I
shit.
don't know what Deezer is.
You can
Never
get that
heard
shit.
that.
You get the YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, all that shit. It's literally everywhere where you can consume music. The link is in my IG bio as well as Pro's IG bio. C Major Slow Down. Just Luxurious Steve Austin. It's a great project, a special project. Really proud of it. Super proud of that joint.
Hey, okay.
All right. So now we in this part of the show where we present the people with new music. Usually I like to go with local new music. But do you know any artists or any people you think we should shine light to,
Hell yeah. My brother, Offham, a weirdo from Memphis.
Okay.
Has
His
a song.
album was nice.
His album, he dropped the EP recently too. He dropped I'm not even sure, maybe 2 months
Talking about
before we did.
jail?
You Going to Jail Now. There's a song on that joint produced by me, called Goose Acne.
Okay.
Want to rock out with that joint?
All right, yeah.
Bet.
So, we're gonna rock out with that Goose Acme by my boy, produced by my boy CJ C Major. I don't know. I keep wanting to call
CJ
C
Major.
minor.
I went to. It's funny. I went to a panel and they didn't know. Of course, they didn't know I was. It's not like I'm a big deal. And so,
Yes.
and so
You gonna get the
name. The name.
Just
right?
remember us when you get big. Don't
Wyoming.
forget.
Wyoming.
I ain't going nowhere near Wyoming. I don't know what the fuck y'all was doing. Wyoming.
Listen, don't
What the
pro
hell that
us.
nigga was doing out there?
yeah.
Yeah, probably weak as hell. Saying off like that.
You heard it again, Pro. Y'all deal with that outside the show,
don't
outside
want-
of these gates.
You next, pro.
Yeah, we
Well,
trying to
hey.
get you on here too, Pro.
Also, Kid Maestro, you are a weak ass nigga too.
Dang, it's a lot of beef going on out here.
And if
I'm
and
not
if-
involved in any of this beef. Just want you to know that, streets.
And Dad, I'm sorry from what I'm about to say, but Kid Maestro, I fucked your bitch, bro. That's it.
Cut it off.
Whoa.
Cut it off.
No, we gonna let that marinate.
Let it marinate.
We gonna let that.
Was that
All
a
right.
Let's Talk
On
About
that
It
note-
exclusive?
I have nothing to.
Big Draco.
You heard it first here.
I don't have anything to do with
you
this
heard
beef.
You heard it first here on Let's
Bitch,
Talk
why
About
did you
It.
do that?
Episode
That's-
25.
That's actually. Oh yeah, my dad. Yeah, shout out Dad's Rinko. Well, nah, we already got it off.
Why'd you do that?
Why'd I fuck his bitch?
Yeah.
So it's
I do
become
want
a
to know the
culture.
story.
Right,
Yeah,
like,
give
what-
us the tea.
Wait a minute. Sir.
It's become a culture in the studio. I don't know where it started or how it started.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't recall where I met her either.
Well, I'm definitely not
But
coming to the
first
studio
time I seen her, First time it's just, you know, I won't fuck anybody else's bitch. I'm not that kind of guy.
It was
Okay,
just
cool,
cool,
cool.
because it was him.
I'm a very good guy, but I mean, I seen her, bro, and I was like, man,
Is she bad?
Your dad said you on punishment.
She wasn't even bad.
she's bad.
Oh, she bad. Okay.
Yeah, she's bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All
wow.
right.
I know that's you, but
How do-
that's
how
me
do-
now.
Hey,
That's us. You feel me?
That's
your hoe.
us.
That's my hoe too.
And I, you know, since I took
Christine, he's just playing.
it,
Yeah, he loves
probably-
you.
He's finna come
probably
cook you
serious.
food
About to
right
cook you a
now.
good meal.
He probably serious, Christine. It's okay.
it's really like a culture. We I'll give you guys a very very preview some preview information. We're gonna start a group called I Fucked Your Bitches. I don't know how to start it. It's like a little culture where we started back and forth, and we get real
Wow.
creative in how we do it. It's real strategic. It's like, what's that game where you gotta like stab a nigga hand and you gotta Ninja.
Oh,
It's on some that type of shit, but like with the wordplay. So we got to create like
Wow.
weird ways to how I fucked up any sentence. We kind of throw it in, you know what I'm saying? But me and Kid probably spend the most time together out of everybody in the squad, and so we got like a real brother relationship, and we fuck with each other all the time.
Okay.
And that's like one of our most consistent. This became a culture in the studio. Now everybody does it, and so we're gonna
That's funny.
IFRB actually. So it'll stand for many things.
Okay.
But yeah, that'll be like our production group. We're gonna drop a project hopefully this year too. It's gonna be like
Okay.
a instrumental project.
Invite us to
Me
the
and-
listening party.
Right.
Yes.
for
We
sure.
like instrumentals too.
For
Yes.
sure.
Matter of fact, do we get credentials? Let's talk about
You
it.
know,
Yeah.
a little pass or something that we could put around our neck, like
No,
lanyards or something.
you just need to fuck kids, bitch, and
Wow.
you're good.
Okay.
He probably won't.
If she's getting around like that, I'm pretty sure I'm good on that.
I'll give her a high five.
Hey, it's good.
Hey! Mic drop.
On that note,
Daddy.
what a
anyways,
way to end it.
Yeah.
New music of the week is produced by my boy C Major and Offum.
Awesome. I like that.
Awesome.
Weirdo
Weirdo
from Memphis.
Shout out to
Awesome.
all.
Bruh, that EP is nice too,
Awesome.
bruh.
I saw one of his
Y'all
videos.
came out with a video.
Yeah, so-
I can't remember, but
So
After
if
me.
if you guys ever want to know who Unapologetic is, Alpham is the most visual description of what Unapologetic is. This nigga wears bunny ears.
I saw it with the red
Yeah, I
eyes.
saw him. I'm like, man,
Bruh,
this dude is
That's not
it's
a game.
different.
So,
That's
do the
not a
bunny
game.
ears come from Bob's Burger?
No, they do not.
Okay, I was wondering because, like, on Bob's Burger, the girl
Fuck,
be
what's the
wearing,
girl name? Fuck her.
Louis,
Fuck her.
saw it like that.
She's whack. It comes from a movie, Gummo, and I'll
Yeah,
let
I
him
heard
explain the story. He explains it way better than I ever could, but strong connection with him. That's what I think he gravitated towards as a kid. He's a very Weirdo from Memphis is not just a name. That's a weird ass guy. Like he's
Yeah.
Shit,
When
he
I heard
mixed.
and saw, I was like, yeah, he's different.
yeah,
When you're different,
I love that.
yeah.
Like that's my
His
motherfucking
visuals
brother.
in that video that I saw on IG. I was like, damn, I watched it like 3 times in a row. I was
That's
like,
that's the type of nigga that you be around
I
and you
like
can't not be yourself. Like when this
Yeah.
nigga wearing bunny ears in the fucking hood
Facts.
and folks
His-
checking him and he
I'm
like,
saying his Apple Music picture funny. Him
Yeah.
just standing there with the sledgehammer.
yeah,
like him in boxes.
he in his drawers. And
Yeah.
it was like 30 degrees and raining that day. He's a fucking monster, dog. I fuck with
Yeah.
Alpham so much, dog. It's
Yeah.
like my spirit animal, bro.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Well,
So
dope.
make sure y'all go listen.
sir.
To that.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna end out on Goose Acme by Offum. Also, we will not be doing shows every Friday no more. We're gonna be doing them every 2 weeks, so we can be more up to date with content for you guys, so you guys can be tuned in to what we're talking about. Also, don't forget to follow us on Let's Talk About It 92. What is it? I forgot. It's been a long time. It's been like 3 weeks. Since
It has
we've
been
here.
3 weeks.
Yep, it has been a long time.
So our Instagram, follow us at Let's Talk About It 92. Our Twitter at Let's Talk _pod. Our Facebook, Let's Talk About It ! So make sure you go follow us, like us, everything. Also, we're gonna be starting back. We're gonna be starting our table talks back soon. Just make sure you guys send us topics. Let us know. Email us at let's talk about it 92@gmail.com. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Let us know what we can review, because we about to start doing album reviews. Just make sure you guys hit us up. Also, if you want to DM us on our personal pages, my page is the Professor 2_.
Diva knows best. DEEVA knows best.
She really does
J
know
Marshall
best.
Fox 13.
Yeah, J Marsh.
Diva really
J
does know
underscore
best.
Marsh.
Big facts.
don't-
Good
I don't-
facts.
Can't forget the underscore.
There's an underscore. I don't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
knowing. I just
Yeah.
you know.
So make sure you guys go follow us.
Trash
and follow my
anyways.
boy.
I am trash.
Also, and don't forget, give them your information again so they can.
Yeah, C Major, slow down on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's really the only platform that matters these days.
Facts.
So yeah.
Facts. So here go my boy Alpham and my boy CJ Major. That sounds better.
Cool. That's a new name.
Shout out to my boy C Major, and here y'all go.
Thanks. This is the best day of my life. I'm killing myself tomorrow.
I got way too many fucking problems. You know? Strip my friends like Boy Scouts, make them help me hold my baggage, nigga. Life say grow the fuck up, did I misplace the memo? Guess what mama told me? Eat my veggies, I was slacking, nigga. Bill collectors knocking and knocking like where did he go? Sorry, but I can't appear if you don't take no bio use. Mailbox looking like shitty toilets about to overflow. But I still won't check it. Name of this show isn't Blue's Clues. But I did check profile on Tinder. Swiped on the chick who was looking right and slender while my dick was getting hard. Cause I thought I found a way that she was finding out the kid is a law breaking offender. Called 528 cash on my ass. Got rewarded. Then she sent the SWAT team to my pad. Now the helicopter's landed and the coppers are surrounded. And I barricaded in with the fake cops looking like. Maybe I should make myself a drink. With some bleach? Nah, stand before I die, I have a tummy ache. Maybe I should make a noose with my dog leash. Shit, pretend my ass will be hanging out all day. Maybe I should take my lucky gun and blow my brains out. Yeah, it's simple as fuck, I just gotta pull it. Open up my mouth, take aim, it's time to play out. Fuck, guess I'm living cause this shit's out of boards. LOL.
Tomorrow.